What about you, Professor Yetunde?
In terms of, elections, we have seen on a continent where, electoral fraud has, in a sense, threatened the legitimacy of democracy in many of these countries. Nigeria, for instance, of course, has also gone through its bouts and stigma, sometimes with what we call electoral fraud. But what we do need is, one, we rely a lot on independent electoral commissions to also give their opinions and assessments. I think that's extremely important. And when there is what we call any form of electoral fraud or any form of electoral manipulation in any form, I honestly believe that then leads to what we call the rise in constitutional coups. If you are able to manipulate or in some way have any form of non-free and fair elections, that means that whoever is going to be in power will then find some form of a way to manipulate the Constitution to then extend their time. So there is a link between there. We have to ensure that if we want to have what we call a flourishing democracy or a legitimate democracy, we first have to start with electoral, with free and fair elections, and then we have to address the issue of constitutional coups. That is also threatening the basis of democracy in many African countries. And I hope in the year 2020, when countries decide to do constitutional referendums, it is done in a way that encapsulates the entire population and is not done for the personal gain of one elected leader.